How many leads are you losing to bad SEO right now today? In this video, we're going to cover exactly how much you're losing to not implementing SEO on your website and a case study that we'll walk through that got us 16 leads from a single one-page website that cost less than $100 to build, and how you can dominate your total market with these similar kind of pages. So let's go back to the video right now. So when was the last time you actually went to page 2 to find a plumber or electrician or virtually any service that you want done? Never, right? Here's the thing: if your business isn't showing up on the first page of Google when someone searches in your city for what you do, those customers are calling your competitors instead, and you don't even know it's happening. Let me show you the math on this. The average local service business loses about 20 to 30 leads per month just from bad visibility on Google. If your average job is worth $500, that's $10,000 to $15,000 in revenue walking past you every single month. Over a year, we're talking about mid-six figures. Most people think the only way to show up is those three businesses in the map at the top. That's called a map hack. And yes, that's the best spot to be. But here's what nobody tells you. You can still get a ton of customers by ranking below the map hack in Google, in what Google calls the organic search result or the blue links. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you today. A real case study, real numbers, and the exact cost to do this basically yourself. So when someone searches for your business on Google, a lot has changed over the years. Now Google tends to sell their ad spots a lot. So imagine you having a website, and when people search for your website online or your services online, your websites don't show up. Because here's what actually happened. So let's say someone searches for Gota Company in McKinney. You can see there's a sponsored section right here. 1, 2, another one here, 3, 4. That's 4 businesses already trying to compete for the very top spot. Then you have this Google Business Profile setups. This is my Google Business Profile, otherwise known as the map pack, like I said earlier on before. Then you have another ads right here. That's 5 businesses already trying to compete for the spot. Then you have these organic blue links. This is exactly where I'm going to show you how to get your website to appear right here. Mind you, this specific session here gets most of the calls, and that is where most businesses want to be. But if you're not here and you think the competition is a bit fierce for you, there's still a chance for you to compete right here. The leads might not be as much as this, but it gives you a chance. Every lead is something that actually comes in, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you. You can see again, there's another ads right here again. So that's 7 ads appearing directly on the first page of Google. That's crazy nuts. So, but in this video, I'm going to cover exactly what you need to do to let your website that is just sitting there that you're paying monthly money on every month to get rankings and getting you leads every single month after month, completely free from people searching for your services on Google. So I'm going to show you the McKinney case study, which I spent less than $100 to build, and how it generated us 16 leads over the couple of 12 months for spending less than $100. That's around $5 per lead. That is way too much. And every single month is going to keep generating the number of leads every month autopilot, and nothing seems to be done with it. So here's a single one-page website that's generated this number of leads over the period of a year, and the recent one came in 22nd of October 2025. That's to show you exactly that this still works in 2025 going into 2026. So let's take a brief about what exactly made Google love this website. The first thing we did was get an exact match domain. Exact match domain simply means you including the core service you render plus the city in naming the domain itself. In our case, it is Gota's McKinney, and you can get this basically on Namecheap or any registrar for $15 each. So that's the first thing we did, because Google tends to like or rank this exact match domains because it is hyper specific to the location that we are rendering service in. The second thing we did was include the same convention, the core service, related service, and the city in the title tag. So this is exactly the title of your website and what your website is all about. Then on the home page of the website, which is targeting a core service, we also want to include the core service, all the related services, and the city in which we render it in the headline of the website. Then immediately after the first headline, we want to include the core service with related service also in the very first paragraph. of this website. And basically, that's all we did for this section. And the next session, we briefly talked about all of the services we render: repairs, replacements, cleaning, all of them, at least a brief about what the user is expected to get from these services. Then the other section is that why did you choose our service for? Why did you choose our company to fulfill the services they need for their homes? So it is this section you want to include: how long you've been in business, if you're an expert, what makes you an expert, if you offer financing, if you're licensed, insured, and what's the quality of your staff. That's exactly what you want to include right here. And the second to last thing we did was answer frequently asked questions. So these are people actively looking for Google. So for this specific search, go to a company in McKinney. There's a section they call people also ask questions. Here you can see how much I got us for 1,000 square foot house. So in this case, you want to make it local to your area. So you can say how much I got us for $1,000 square foot house in McKinney. How much on average does it cost to replace guttering in McKinney? So you want to make it local to the area that you're servicing. And the last thing we did was include the zip code section. So basically, it tells Google or the user that are looking for a specific service within a specific zip code, and it allows our website show up for the services. So it's something you also want to include in your website. And basically, that's all we did for this website to get it start ranking. The other thing we did basically was get our website listed on multiple directories like Yelp, Foursquare, Manta, and I have the list of 400 directories you could get your website listed on. You could do this basically for yourself, or you could hire the services of this guy Mohammed, where he does this for $75. There are other services on Google, on Fiverr, so you could just look for them. Anyone with the best services, you just pick anyone and you get this done. And basically, that's all we did to generate this amount of leads that came in. Spend $15 for the exact match domain and $75 for the local directory citations. And that's it. We're able to generate 16 leads within a year, all completely free from Google. So are there things we could have done separately? Yes, there are. The very first thing we did is we got the leads from people filling out this form. Not so many persons these days who are looking to hire the services of a company are going to fill out this form. They just want to call this phone number right here. If you notice, we didn't include the phone number stats because this phone number on the website doesn't work. So the first thing we would have done was include a tracking phone number here to be able to track the number of calls, and that would have doubled or tripled the number of leads that we got. The second thing we would have done is include each of these related services on their own dedicated page. Like we would have a page targeting gutter repair, separate page for gutter cleaning, and this would tend to boost the authority of this website and give Google specificity on exactly the kind of services that particular page offers. Then the last thing we could have done right there is also include nearby locations that are surrounding McKinney, anywhere between 5 to 10 mile radius, something we want to add onto this page and to give it that overall boost and credibility in the eyes of Google, and also help us get leads from those areas. Mind you, Google does not favor inner pages as much as they favor home pages. So like you can see right here, we are ranking position number 3. This is an inner page ranking here. This is also an inner page ranking here. There are things we could have done that could have gotten us to position 1 for this specific keyword. And one of those is actually getting listed on even more websites. The very cheapest way to do this is write a press release. A press release simply is it's a newsworthy article that gives Google or that tells the world exactly a new service that you're offering or something that is coming new. So we basically leverage that because of the number of links that will be pointing to your website. If you go for this plan of $70, you could get 450 guaranteed placements, including big sites like Digital Journal, and you get featured in Fox Media Outlet, NBC, CBS Media Outlet, which are links that you credibly should get. This is quite cheap, but if you want to take this a step further, another thing you can do is get very high authority guest posts. So get high authority local websites to mention your business, or a high DA website to mention your business and link back to it. These are quite expensive, and my local SEO mentor, Jackie Cho, offers this niche edit and guest posts anywhere. For guest posts, he offers between $74 to $90, and for niche edits, anywhere between $90 to $95. So if you have a couple of this every single month, this is going to definitely get you ranking, because once you're done with the home page, all you need to do is get more links, and that ranks you here. That's exactly what sells with Google, and it's something you really want to have. And basically, that's all we did to get to our website ranking, and what you can do to be there tomorrow to get your website ranking within 90 to 120 days. So let's get back to exactly what we did with this video and how you can implement this for your business. So like I said, Google has preference. They like the exact match domains, gotasmaking.com, and we're able to implement all of this, the title tag, the H1, the title of the service, the sections, and all of that. But something that could completely dominate your entire market, your locations, your nearby locations you serve, within 5 to 10 mile radius, is a complete micro site system, which I'm going to teach you right now. So since we've established that Google tends to like this exact match domain, and it prefers you targeting your core service that you render on the home page because of the number of links that are pointing to it. Imagine having 400 local citations pointing to the home page. Then you have another 450 website mentions from your press release, and occasionally high authority backlinks, one or two coming in a month, costing anywhere between $90 to $100 every single month, all pointing to your home page. That gives the home page even much power than you deserve. So Google tends to reward the home page for local targeting. Then when you dilute your site with a bunch of local pages, you're making it a bit harder for Google to rank the city that's for that specific page. And this is what you can expect to get. So for Goddess McKinney, you could have inner pages targeting nearby locations, and you multiply that by the number of services that has been rendered. You have a full-blown page of anywhere between 65 to 100 pages. And here's how the site structure is going to look like. The home page is going to target the core service. The service pages, so you have the service all pages that lists all of the services that you render. You have the location hub that lists all of the location pages that you render. And also, a mix of these will give you around 49 to 65 pages altogether. Then you could have blog posts to help customers make buying decisions. When you do this outright, you dominate the front page of Google for multiple locations that you service. So imagine having 5, 6, or 7, or 8, or 10 of these websites. That is an incredible amount of leads that are coming in. Like I said, ours was able to generate anywhere between 1 to 3 leads per month from form fields. So if you have phone number attached to each of them, that could possibly be around anywhere between 2 to 5 leads completely in a month. Multiply that times 10 websites that you own. That's around 35 to 50 leads per website. So here's a focused breakdown to build with just one website with this improved method. So you basically have your domain for $15, hosting for $24, citations for $75, press release $70, and you have to index all of these links that came from press release and citations. And you basically write your content with ChatGPT content, maybe the premium subscription. And basically that's all gets you what you need. The things I said you could do, $90 or $100 for a very high authority domain linking back to you. And basically that's it. Compare this to spending on ads. A lot of businesses spend anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 on ads. That's simply maybe a month or two in ad spend for you to generate for this for up to about 10 websites in total. And your time, that's exactly what is going to cost right here. So why this isn't a one-time thing? So here's what most SEO companies mess up. They build a site, get your ranking, and disappear. 3 months later, Google gets something, and your ranking tanks. We are different. We work with you long term. And here's what we manage for you when we work with you. We help you optimize and build out your Google Business profile if you don't have one, such that you are able to appear in this top 3 spots where on Google and where you get the most calls. We also help you with automated collection of reviews from happy customers, anywhere between 4.9 to 5-star reviews. We set up a missed call back test back for you. I automatically text a customer when you're simply busy. They get a text back and an AI chat widget follows up from there to book an appointment from you on autopilot. Then we follow up with all Google changes and algorithms consistently. We stay on top of all of the trends such that any improvement, we ethically roll them out on your website and get this all set up for you. So basically, what are you looking at right here? You could keep paying for ads right now, but I must tell you, if your ads are working for you, keep them going because those are the bread and butter of your business. You want to keep a little bit of cash flow to get the system all running for yourself, such that in the coming months you could start reducing on the money you spend in ad spend, and you could get a ton of results from doing this basically. Or the second thing you could do is basically book a free audit with us on a call and we'll analyze your market and show you exactly where you're losing leads and how we can walk you through the $254 to it yourself method breakdown. So you can try this yourself or we can discuss it done for you where we'll build out everything for you. In this video today, we're offering a 3 risk-free trials available right now for your Google Business Profile Optimization to get you shown in the spot within 90 days. If you don't show up, you don't pay. The choice is basically yours. So remember this: every day you wait is somebody taking your lead, and you could book a free call with us so far to get all of this done for you. If you stayed with us to this video, thank you very much. Please leave me a subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I will do well to answer them. See you in the next video. Bye bye.